The notion that vaccines and global warming are lies used to oppress Christians is a contentious and misleading narrative that has been perpetuated by certain groups. This ideology is often rooted in misinformation, misconstrued facts, and a lack of understanding of the underlying science. Proponents of this claim argue that vaccines are a tool of government control, designed to manipulate and harm the population, particularly Christians. They often cite the use of fetal cells in the development of certain vaccines, such as those for measles, mumps, and rubella, as evidence of a sinister plot to undermine Christian values. However, this argument is based on a flawed understanding of the vaccine development process. The use of fetal cells in vaccine production is a common practice that has been extensively researched and tested for safety. These cells are used to grow the viruses that are then inactivated or weakened to create the vaccine. The resulting vaccine is thoroughly tested and purified to ensure its safety and efficacy. The claim that vaccines are a tool of oppression is further debunked by the fact that the vast majority of Christians, including Christian leaders and healthcare professionals, support vaccination as a means of protecting public health. Similarly, the argument that global warming is a lie used to oppress Christians is also unfounded. Climate change is a well-documented and widely accepted scientific fact, supported by overwhelming evidence from multiple lines of research. The notion that global warming is a hoax perpetrated by governments and scientists to control the population is a conspiracy theory with no basis in reality. The scientific consensus on climate change is clear. Human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation, are releasing large amounts of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere, leading to a global average temperature increase. Some proponents of the global warming is a lie narrative argue that climate change is a natural phenomenon that has occurred throughout Earth's history and that human activities are not the primary cause. However, this argument ignores the overwhelming evidence that human activities are significantly contributing to the current rate of global warming. Climate scientists have extensively studied the issue and have concluded that human-induced climate change is real, and that it poses a significant threat to the environment, human health, and the economy. The claim that global warming is a tool of oppression used against Christians is also baseless. Climate change affects everyone, regardless of their religious affiliation, and its impacts are felt across the globe. Rising temperatures, more frequent natural disasters, and changing weather patterns affect not only the environment but also human health, food security, and economic stability. The idea that climate change is a plot to control or oppress Christians is a misguided and unfounded claim that distracts from a real issue at hand, the need for collective action to mitigate the effects of climate change and transition to a more sustainable and environmentally friendly economy. In conclusion, the notion that vaccines and global warming are lies used to oppress Christians is a misleading and unfounded narrative. The overwhelming scientific evidence supports the safety and efficacy of vaccines, as well as the reality of human-induced climate change. Rather than perpetuating conspiracy theories and misinformation, Christians and non-Christians alike should work together to address the real challenges facing our world, including public health and environmental protection. By promoting factual information, supporting scientific research, and engaging in a respectful and open-minded dialogue, we can build a more informed and compassionate community that values the well-being of all people on the planet.